was able to get get a USB-C car charger adapter that is able to charge my laptop through its USB-C power port. Currently up to 9%, so that's exciting. I am going to turn on power saver mode just the whole time. Okay, yeah, I have it on best performance mode when it's... I don't know what's going on here. Okay. So yeah, switch this from best performance, best power efficiency, and turn on energy saver mode. And you can listen to Kino Casino with me, I guess.
More has happened, by the way, since the promo.
It's Jermageddon.
Death is here, buddy, because yesterday, Jer fucked up once again. The OPSEC is a disaster. There is no OPSEC.
We finally solved the mystery of the unsolved coffee. It's so exciting.
With Jer, is he would be so much better off if he did live stream.
But yeah,
the live streams do
I was very lucky
so
that I was able to find what I needed in the Walmart at Mountain Home.
He streams live and makes less than $20 a day. Oh! If you average it out, he makes maybe a couple $100 a week, maybe streaming 5 days a week.
I don't know. I don't think I will have sufficiently reliable cell service to be streaming HD video from Kick to watch Kino Casino and stream my own video out to restream. And so, just holding my phone up by the air conditioning vent, letting it cool off. But, had a little adventure at the Walmart in Mountain Home. So, obviously the laptop died before I made it to Fairfield. I did not make it in time to get ice cream at Longhorn because they closed at 5 and I rolled into town at 5:30, 5:40, I don't know. But yeah, the laptop did not hold out. And actually, while I'm here, I wonder if I can... it's on the outside. Let's give the windshield a little wipe. That actually looks pretty cool, the way the windshield wipers go over the dash cam. But yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I thought maybe if they don't have what I need, and they didn't have a product comparable to this with a real wall-style outlet. But what they did have was a thing with an extendable USB-C cord I'm not going to disturb my setup, but it's got a nice digital readout where it shows the voltage. So yeah, it was pulling 13.5 volts, and I thought, that should be sufficient to charge my laptop. And I plugged it in, and lo, the charging light came on. I was so happy. It's the flip side of how angry and frustrated I was earlier. This tremendous sense of relief. And we'll see how far I can go before this fucking thing craps out on me, eh? But, got the AC cranked up, and phone is at 100% charge, because it's just been plugged in, doing Apple CarPlay for me this whole time. And I've been asking a lot of my phone. I don't want to press my luck trying to watch Kino Casino while I stream. And so, actually, while I was in Walmart wandering around the electronics department, I heard a song on the Walmart radio that was a total blast from the past. It was Birdhouse in Your Soul by They Might Be Giants, which is a great song. And And yeah, it's some of my earliest musical memories involve listening to the album Flood by They Might Be Giants, like in the car with my parents. I loved the song Particle Man. Also, We Want to Rock. It's really a great album. Women and Men. And so, I got back in the car and I had a notification on my phone that Kino Casino was live because I follow them on Kick, so I get a notification whenever they go live. Anyone who's watching this should follow me on Kick so you get a notification whenever I go live. Not like anyone's watching this. But yeah, I thought I would stop at one of these lovely historic sites provided by the Idaho Historical Society, and now I can use the dash cam to try and position these signs nicely in your view, dear viewer. So, zoom in on your big screen or something. But yeah, we see here Rattlesnake Station. At the junction of the Rocky Bar Road with the Oregon Trail, this was a major stage line stop for 20 years. Stage service commenced in 1864, and a road to the Rocky Bar mines was opened 2 months later. In 1878, the station owners thought it would sound a lot better to call their place Mountain Home instead of Rattlesnake, which, I don't know what those guys were smoking. Rattlesnake is a much cooler name than Mountain Home. Mountain Home sounds gay. Union Pacific built out the valley in 1883. The Union Pacific, built out in the valley in 1883, replaced the freight wagons and stage lines that came through here. So Mountain Home was moved on down Rattlesnake Creek to its present location on the railroad. Yeah, I mean, I would much prefer to say that I picked up the charger I needed in Rattlesnake, Idaho, but no, I picked it up in Mountain Home, which, I'm not a name scientist, but Rattlesnake is a much cooler name than Mountain Home in my book. So yeah, I didn't find what I wanted in Fairfield, and instead of turning around and going to the rest stop, I looked for the nearest Love's, and it was going to be some ways past Mountain Home, but there was a Walmart in Mountain Home, and yeah, they didn't have exactly what I was looking for, but they had exactly what I needed, so lucky me. It's just one of those days. Okay. But yeah, we are going to put on
Why is the world in love again? Why are we marching hand in hand?
what are we going to play next?
Why are the ocean levels rising up? It's a brand new record for 1990.
Yeah, you know what?
There might be joy and brand new album Flood.
So we're going to play their first 3 albums in reverse order. So there we go. Yeah, this came on while I was in the electronics department at Walmart, and I was like, hell yeah, I love this song. Blue canary in the Alabama light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell from my electrical well. It's a simple message and I'm leaving out the whistles and bells. So the room must listen to me, filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one note spelled L-I-T-E. My story's infinite, Like the Longines Symphonette, it doesn't rest. Blue canary in the yellow by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your body. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. But so yeah, now I'm going back east the way I came, towards Fairfield and Arco and Craters of the Moon. But yeah, I'm gonna go through Fairfield, take a left at Idaho State Highway 75, and go up the Sawtooth Range to Stanley. Probably spend the night in Stanley. Oh yeah. I'm your only friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry, which stood on rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that were my job. After killing Jason off and countless screaming Argonauts, bluebird and friendliness, like guardian angels, it's always near. Blue canary in the yellow by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, leave the nightlight on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, leave the nightlight on inside the birdhouse in your soul. And so is my computer charging even with my car at highway speed? It looks like it is. Don't want to look too long. Enjoying the view? Oh, it's nothing. What you see is nothing compared to what I'm seeing in real life. It's so terrible the way this camera flattens out the landscape. I should have looked for a better dash cam when I was at Walmart. Maybe next time, huh? You know, only solving one problem at a time here.